Hello friends, it is often said that today's generation is good for nothing, but this very generation has shaken the government of Nepal. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli was forced to resign. The situation became so extreme that even the Prime Minister's residence in the Parliament building were engulfed in flames. The Finance Minister was dragged into the streets and beaten with shoes by protesters, and in the midst of this, a tragic death occurred. The wife of a former Prime Minister was killed when their home was attacked. So why did all this happen? Was it just because of the social media ban? The answer is no. The reasons run much deeper. Where did it all begin? On the 8th of September 2025, thousands of young people gathered in Kathmandu, led by an NGO called Hami Nepal. Some wore school uniforms, others were in college dress. They marched from Madigar Mandala towards the Parliament building. In the beginning, it was completely peaceful, but the government deployed police. Water cannons, tear gas, and rubber bullets were used. The situation escalated when some protesters entered the parliament premises. Then came the shocking move. The police opened fire with live bullets. At least 19 people were killed, including a 12-year-old child. Over 400 were injured. This act of brutality outraged the people, and masses across the country poured onto the streets. Protests spread not only in Kathmandu but also to Pokhara, Butwal, Bharatpur, and Dhamak. The social media ban story. It is said that all this began with the social media ban. In November 2023, the government ordered all platforms to open local offices in Nepal and register themselves. The government claimed this was necessary to stop hate speech, fake news, and fraud. But companies and citizens saw it as an attempt to enforce censorship and silence dissent. Ultimately, 26 major platforms were banned, including Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, YouTube, Snapchat, and Twitter. Only TikTok survived because it complied with registration. The youth saw this as a direct attack on their voice and freedom of speech. The real reasons: unemployment, corruption, and nepotism. The youth of Nepal were not only upset about the ban but also about deeper issues. Unemployment. In 2024, the youth unemployment rate was 20.8%. That means 1 in every 5 young people was jobless. Migration abroad. Millions of Nepalese have been forced to leave for jobs overseas. More than 15,000 even went to fight in the Russia-Ukraine war because it promised for $1,000 a month in salary, far more than what they could earn at home. Many died there. Nepotism and corruption. Politicians' children flaunt their luxury lifestyles abroad while ordinary people suffer poverty and joblessness. Hashtags like #NEPOKids and #NEPOBaby trended on social media. One protest poster read, "Politicians' children return from abroad with Gucci bags, while ordinary people's children return in coffins."
Disillusionment with Nepal's politics. In 2008, Nepal became a federal democratic republic. But in just 17 years, governments have changed 13 times. The same old faces only. Prachanda Pushpa Kamal Dahal, Shirbadar Doiba rotate in and out of power. Every major leader has been accused of corruption. Ignoring Supreme Court rulings, grabbing government land, refugee scams, arms deal kickbacks, the list goes on. People are so frustrated that some groups have even begun demanding a return to the monarchy. Fuel to the fire. Impact of the social media ban. Tourism plays a vital role in Nepal's economy. It depends heavily on social media for promotion and bookings. The ban disrupted this sector severely. It also hit millions of migrant Nepalese families. Nearly 7 million Nepalese live abroad for work or study. With WhatsApp and Messenger banned, many lost the ability to stay connected with their families. This meant that even the few remaining lifelines for jobs and communication were cut off. The government's authoritarian reaction. Despite peaceful protests, the government chose to fire live bullets. Later, they tried to defend themselves by making it an issue of nationalism. The Prime Minister claimed he was standing against foreign agencies. But this only enraged the public further. The Home Minister resigned and the social media ban was lifted. Yet the protests did not stop. The residences of the Prime Minister, the President, and even opposition leaders were attacked and set on fire. The army had to use helicopters to evacuate ministers. Finally, at 2 a.m. on the 9th of September 2025, Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli resigned. What next? The protests are still ongoing. People are not satisfied with resignations, they are demanding systematic reforms. The army chief has addressed the nation, appealing for peace. Nepal today stands as a living lesson for the whole world. When people's voices are silenced, when unemployment, inequality, and corruption are ignored, anger will eventually explode. And if the situation spirals out of control, even democracy itself can come under threat. Some groups are already calling for monarchy's return, but that is not the right path. The solution must come from within a democratic framework. We can only hope Nepal finds a peaceful and long-term solution to its crisis.